Hey guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. Today we're going to do a Biscoff cheesecake. For your ingredients you're going to need 400 grams of Biscoff biscuits. Now if you think that's going to be too much with the Biscoff that you're adding into the actual cheesecake, you can substitute like I've done. I've got half hobnob and half digestive, so you can swap if you want to. With 150 grams of melted butter, that will be for your base. And for your filling, you need 2 teaspoons of gelatine with 2 teaspoons of water. It's always handy to have your gelatin already sorted out into your water and left to set before you're ready to go, and then it's not too warm to add to your mix later. So 300 ml of double cream, 500 grams of cream cheese, 320 grams of Biscoff spread smooth, and 100 grams of icing sugar. Okay, so first off, as I said, I've sorted out my gelatin, that's ready. I'm just going to crush up these biscuits. My pan, by the way, is just a loose bottom pan. Fit my hand in. I'm not going to tell you the exact size because I find a lot of people, when they find a recipe they like, they go out and buy pans, and I don't see the need in spending extra money when, if you look around the kitchen, you can probably find something yourself, because this is a no bake apart from the base, and you don't even have to bake the base. That's my personal preference. Well, my husband, should I say. But this is essentially a no-bake cheesecake. So, it can go into any dish that you want it to go into. Please don't feel like you have to buy a certain size dish to follow somebody's recipe on YouTube, because that is definitely not the case. I do have a food processor to do this for me, and trust me, I am lazy enough to use it, but I find it makes it too fine. I like a bit of texture. That is, I think, as much as I'm going to do. So you can see I have left some little chunks in there. And that's just for that extra crunch. So what I'm going to do now is measure out my butter. Of all the things I forget to get out. Doesn't have to be butter, it can be margarine, guys, it's just going in the base. So, I want 150. Make sure you use a microwave safe bowl. $150. Just give that 30 seconds So I'm going to pop, no, I'm not going to line that actually, I don't need to. So pop your oven on if you're going to bake the base. If you're not, don't worry about it. But if you're going to bake the base, put it on gas mark 5 for 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure all your other ingredients, your cream cheese, your double cream, is all at room temperature because it makes it easier to mix it. Nearly there. Don't know how many cheesecakes are doing this house. My kids love them. I don't know about yours. Still not quite. And when this bottle comes out, I'm going to put this straight in for about 5 to 10 seconds. This is the gelatine. That's it, the butter's done. And put this in for about 10 seconds just to bring it back to liquid form. Is that enough? Not quite. A couple of seconds. That's it. Now that is very hot now. Obviously you wouldn't put that into your whipped cream and that, so if you do that now it'll be cool enough for when you need it. So, here goes the butter. Always try to remember to pour away from yourself. I am saying that, but the amount of times I pour it towards myself and burn myself. Never learn. When I made the Oreo pie and the citrus pie and the citrus cheesecake, I did mention about when you use digestives and hobnobs, a plain biscuit with no cream, you had to add more melted butter. Here you can see that was quite a lot of butter and it's took the lot and it's just right. Now if I'd used Oreos or something like that, obviously because the cream would melt you would need to use a lot less. So there we are, just get it everywhere like I do. That's great. What I'm going to use is a cup. To squash it down. Yes. Tightly packed in as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously you can try for perfect if it's going to be for guests or you're taking it somewhere and you want to impress, whichever. But for me personally, to eat at home, it doesn't have to look perfect. My kids don't care as long as it tastes how they expect it to taste. So I'm going to bake this 15 minutes. That's all it wants to come up, push it back down. So that's going to go 15 minutes. Put my timer on. There we are. That's done. Now you're going to need another bowl. clean up as we go. So in another bowl, that I obviously forgot to get out. You're going to put 300 mils and make sure you tear it. That's it. 300 mils. You know, these say 270. Let's see. Because we're only on 230, guys. These are supposed to be 270. What can I say? What a rip-off. Right, with checking. That's supposed to be 270 mils. For future reference, guys, if you use this. And I've just got 240 out of it. So that's not very good, really. So finish it off, take it up to 300. That's it. So what we're going to do is whip this up until it becomes thick. You can do it by hand, should you so wish, which I don't. Not a chance. Or you can use one of these, or you can use a big hefty KitchenAid or other stand mixer. Like I say, I can't be bothered, I'm using this. So whip it until it's thick. So we're at this texture. Don't know if you can see that. Still not enough. Just a tiny bit more. Now we're there. So just before you get to that stage where you can put it in a cake. That wouldn't go in a cake, believe it or not. It's sliding and settle. So that's the cream whipped. Now you're going to add in 500 grams of cream cheese. So I am going to use whatever's open in my fridge first, because that makes sense. So just taking the lids off. Again, we're going to make sure it's on 0. So that's that one used. I do hear, sorry, I'm just trying to get the foil off the top of this. I do hear a lot of people say, you must use Philadelphia, you must use this, you must use that. No, no you don't. If you're on a budget, or you just don't want to use a more expensive cream cheese, that's fine, because I don't. And I don't like to be told that I have to use a certain thing. I mean, you're not going to taste the actual cream cheese. It'll be Biscoff, so I don't understand why you would use Philadelphia anyway. But I must say, guys, I don't like it when people tell you that you must use this brand of ingredient. Right, guys. And a lot of people say as well that you should use full fat. No, I've never used full fat. So again, another myth. So what have I got in there? 330. 80. Just over. That'll be fine. Not nearly done. That's it. So that's that. So icing sugar. You need 100 grams. Obviously to sweeten this up because there's absolutely no sweetness here. There we go. That's that. And then your Biscoff. Remember to clear it again. And you're adding 320 of Biscoff. Mine's going to get covered in it now. You can understand why everyone loves this stuff. It's just, ugh. But in the base as well, I find it a bit too much. Come on, mate. I am there with that last spoon, but I don't want to waste what's left in this jar, so I am going to chuck it in. That's that. Right, let's wash my hands, guys. Right, so the gelatin. Making sure get straight in. Once you've got your gelatin in there, get straight in with your mixer. Use one hand, clean up with the other. There we go. You really do have to move once you put that gelatin in, I find. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. But once you put the gelatin in, I find you have to move quite quick because gelatin will cool rapidly once it touches the other ingredients. It would cool even more rapidly if you use cold ingredients, which is why you should use room temperature. Okay guys, I'm just going to keep mixing. clever. Every time I use this, do I get it everywhere? Clean it off. I swear I should turn myself into a bloody comedy channel. So, if you didn't bake your base, you can put this straight onto it, level it out and pop it into the fridge. I baked my base, which I said I was going to, so I'm just going to pop mine into the fridge until that base cools down. Not so bad now. So yeah, every time I use that, every time, never learn. But where's my spoon? This already tastes so nice, so creamy. Does anyone else have drawers like mine? You need absolutely everything, but you don't use it. But you need it, obviously. Yeah, that's a bit like my drawers. Anyway, that is so smooth and creamy. So I'm going to pop that into the fridge, if I can find room. And that's going to go on to my base once it comes out. So I'll show you guys. There's literally 1 minute left on my base, so once it cools and I put it in, I'll show you the rest. Alright guys. Right guys, so hang on 1 sec. That's it. So my pie crust, cold. The filling can now go in. Once this has gone into the fridge, preferably overnight to be honest, then I will decorate it with some cream. So once it's set, I'll bring it out to show you. As it is, into the fridge it goes. Hey guys, welcome back. So this has been refrigerated all night, mainly because I forgot about it. So we'll take it out of its tin, hopefully. Ooh. Gotta say, thank God for that. So move them out of the way. There we go. Just going to take your cream. All you want is cream on the top. You don't have to be fancy, it's just for home. Just pipe all the way around. So each person gets some cream with each slice. Hopefully it's a slice and not a mush. I haven't had that happen yet, but you never know, especially when the camera's on. That'll do. So, I don't know if I dare cut it. Oh dear. Right, so now I need to cut it. Oh dear. Nothing worse than cutting on camera. Oh, thank God for that. There you go, guys. One Biscoff cheesecake with a bit of fresh cream just to cut through the sweetness. Okay, guys. So there it is. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. Anyway, there it is. There's the Biscoff cheesecake. Thank you very much if you watched all this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment. Subscribe. Only if you want to. And thank you again, guys, for watching Mummy Cooks Homemade. Bye.